Hello, welcome to the Final Lines Arch video.
Hello.
So there's a karma merchant who doesn't sell bread, which is a wonder of a thing. And I'm just going to say hi to these pirates.
Pirates.
Anyway,
Hello. It's a bit rude.
so I'm
Oh.
just going to try and get in this tunnel, which for some reason doesn't work. But this is a combination video of content from the same, well, like the end of the content that I filmed before in Lions Arch, if that makes sense. The same beta weekend the other three videos are from. And it's also a bit from the latest beta weekend where I went back, revisited stuff that I missed, if there was any new stuff I investigated. So, should be good. Hello?
Hello. I am here.
You had me worried there for a moment. I thought we were going to...
Talking to a painter.
Yep,
No,
her
no,
caravan has been stopped. I don't know what she's selling because there's nothing in it. But it's been stopped by the Tengu, who are these fellas at the end of the road. The sort of bird chappies. And I'm thinking, they're stood in front of this.
Bird people.
Yeah, they're stood in front of this giant closed gate. So, they've...
That has to be something.
Yeah, they're gonna do something with that. I would actually... Yeah. I'm kind of blustering a bit here. I'm a little...
Yes. Oh,
because we've already tried to do this 2 times, but it's buggered up, so...
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm, hopefully. So, I'm going to head down to this point of interest on the sort of headland there. And...
You're going to take some fall damage?
Yeah, just don't mind that. It's totally meant to do that. So, this is a particularly interesting thing that we're going to see that I wasn't particularly expecting to find when I started doing the whole Lion's Arch thing. But...
Fitting with the theme. Guild Wars as much?
it's just a little bit of... Well, you'll see when we get there. So, here we are, the diverse ledges, which sort of gives a clue, sort of, I suppose, in the name. There's a soldier just chilling on the platform there, but...
This kind of scaffolding.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward to navigate with the camera. It'd be nice if it was a bit like WoW and you could zoom in and go into first person, but you know, whatever. So...
It's a diving board.
It's a diving minigame! So...
Yay!
We just talked to this man. He's just giving me the lowdown, basically. He's like the Tom Daly of Tyria. But... So...
Not quite as young, not quite as British. But
not quite as orange. So, I've put on these diving goggles. As you can see, all my abilities are now locked. And so what I just do is jump off, and you get sort of things, which I'm just button mashing, I have no idea what I'm doing. And you actually get XP for it. So if you're willing to put in the time, you could probably actually level off of a diving minigame.
By diving.
Yeah.
This sounds good.
So this is...
And now you found a ruined city.
Yeah, and I was expecting it to be all sort of empty, but no, there's just locals swimming by.
There's a diving board nearby.
If the video's a bit juttery, I apologise. I was running this on a rather subpar rig. But... So anyway, this is just me stood in front of the lion statue, because this, I believed, was the end of everything. So this was supposed to be the final shot. However, it now looks a bit silly, because now I'm going to continue and go into this drain grate here. Because this is this is the main area that I missed. I think you could actually... It's like that tunnel that I failed to get in. This is specific. So we're in the sewers. And
Lovely.
there's a lot of people in the sewers. But it's mostly just empty tunnels, so I'm not really going to go through every single inch of it. But this is the interesting bit. So I've already seen the vigil area, and which is actually behind the portals, which I don't think I actually filmed, but it's there. And also seen the priory area, which is the dig site. And so this is the Order of Whispers area, and as you can see I've now completed the map, which I think gave me XP. Yeah, look, I'm very nearly level 12 now. I should just go back and do some diving and then I'll level up.
Aye. Next beta.
And so, the Order of Whispers, they're one of the factions I think you'll inevitably be able to join. And
Yeah.
they're sort of like spies.
Sneaky.
Yeah, they're sneaky.
Sneaky.
They're more, I wouldn't say they were like a sort of thieves guild or assassins guild, because they are more like spying and all about the information, at least from what I've gathered. And so I'm just having a little trouble with these stairs. Is the video particularly juttery on your end, by the way, or is it just because I'm recording?
It's quite jittery.
Yeah, again, I apologise. It looks like a super secret spy hangout. This is what I don't get, which is that in conversations, your dialogue options make you seem like a bit of a dweeb, but in say your personal story, especially if you pick like a char, then you're like, I am a very deep voiced badass, and then you just come up to this lady and go, OMG, you're in a super secret spy hangout, and obviously this person just sells bread, so I'm bursting into tears.
It's getting in touch with your character's feminine side.
Oh, now this is interesting.
It's childish side.
This is interesting. There's this secret staircase up here, and it leads to this sort of blocked off door.
By passage.
And look who's on the other side. It's Captain Smash! So that's the that's like a secret exit or entrance, I suppose, into the tavern, which I don't think you can actually get through. But I just found that particularly interesting.
Talk to Captain Smash.
Captain Smash! He's so cool. So now I'm swimming through some sewers with these really, really big fish.
Yeah.
Cause
can you kill the really, really big fish?
No, which is sad because I like brutalising wildlife. And so, I'm not sure what's up with this area that I'm about to go into. It's clearly been deliberately put there, but it just doesn't really serve any purpose, so it's just this big sort of cave with shipwrecks in it.
Ship? Yeah.
I don't know how that shipwreck would have got there, because it's like a closed off cave. But the only thing of interest down here...
Questions later.
The only thing down here is the THUNDERSHRIMP, which is a pretty awesome name. THUNDERSHRIMP.
Is there not something like that makes like such a loud noise that it like...
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
There's some kind of shrimp.
I think that's...
Makes it very, very loud.
Yeah, it's because there's loads of them and they all gather near seaside towns, and there's so many of them that they like keep people awake at night. Yeah, maybe that's what the THUNDERSHRIMP do, or maybe they cause, you know, thunder, because hell, it's Guild Wars 2. You can have magical prawns if you want.
God prawn.
God prawn.
You've heard of king prawns, now you've got god prawns.
Oh, those would be delicious. Because king prawns are already pretty tasty. God prawns have got to be, you know, the next best. Well, actually, not the next best thing. But yeah.
Big thing.
So we'll have a little fade to black there. That's just a little bit of shoddy editing. So we're back in Fort Mariner, and I'm not sure if these guys are actually here before, but these are all sort of merchants who sell. Well, we'll get to them in a moment. I'm just going to talk to this man called Dougal.
Yes.
So he tells you about dungeons, and that's kind of appropriate because all of these merchants sell gear which you buy using currency which you acquire through dungeon runs. So
okay, that was a bit of a long explanation.
And so there's the Priory Historian guy, is the one you can see in shot at the moment. He sells gear. Well, he might be the guy. Hang on, we'll get to him in a moment. But basically, all the major dungeons, like the Ascalonian Catacombs, for instance, they have their own specific currency for running them, and then you can get some pretty cool gear. So we're just talking to this guy about some lore
Super gear.
stuff. who's
Yeah.
talking about.
There are 5 of us.
So I don't know
We
how
will survive.
particularly interesting this is, but I thought, hell, I'm looking at everything, I might as well film it. So
Yeah.
it's about
Well, we
him.
bring you every bit of detail.
It's about him, bringing together the Char and the humans, which
Even though,
I suppose is no mean
yeah,
feat because when we tried Guild Wars 1, we learned that they spent the first part of the game
took
trying
all
to
their
murder
time
each other. So
beating each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
So right now we're gonna get to talking to the merchants. So this guy sells the stuff from the Ascalonian catacombs in the Char area. So
Mm,
as you can see,
interesting.
it's I,
You have no money?
I haven't run Ascalonian catacombs, so well it's because it's the beta and I'm only level 12. So
Yeah. You might bring some more of that.
yeah, so I was just checking his
When
weapons there
start
as well. And look there, you can.
getting better.
So there's the Ascalonian. God damn it, my laptop went to screensaver for a moment there. Yeah, well, it's alright. We can keep going. So this is from, I missed that actually, was it Caduceus's estate? I'm honestly not
I
sure
did
where
not
that
notice.
is. I'm not sure where that is. I don't think I actually,
Caduceus state.
yeah, I don't think I actually asked them where it is because, I just wanted to look at all the gear.
Is he
Because,
selling golden things?
oh no, there we go. There, it's located in Beetleton, apparently, but
Crichton Mansion.
I don't know where that is.
Neither do I.
So some of this stuff it has like pretty high level caps, so there's no way you're going to see people in the beta using it, but it's obviously intended for when we have more
In-game
time.
10.
It looks pretty cool actually. Um,
Mm,
they've obviously the art guys need a big cookie, I suppose, for coming up with it.
a great big cookie. Aye.
Great big cookie. So we have to basically, our
Double
job right
chocolate
now
chips.
is to keep it interesting while I just go shopping essentially. Or window shopping, it's more like, because I don't actually buy anything.
Because you don't buy anything, yes.
Um, so this... so, how's it going?
It's
Oh my.
going good.
So
Your
where's
window shopping
this
experience
little
is
bloke?
very interesting.
Where's this little bloke since from? From Sorrow's Embrace. I'm wondering if some of these areas are
Got
even
a funny
available
helmet.
yet.
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, one thing I can say is I tried to go to. Remember in the other videos we saw the portals to the Gendaran fields? I
Yes.
went there, it's like a level 25 zone, so I got one-shotted by an ice golem as soon as I spawned. So that was not fun.
Oh well.
Oh, I did
Didn't
learn
end well.
that the manatee fellas are called Quaggan. I actually have a 3-ish minute video of me just talking to Quaggan because it needed to be done. So
It did need to be done.
I'll probably put that up at some point.
Look forward to that.
That's actually the only reason I went to the Gendaran Fields, is I heard that there was a Quaggan village there, and so I wanted to investigate it. Because I basically just went to all the places where I could find Quaggan, which in the end consisted of the one village in Lion's Arch, and there's actually Quaggan camps in the World versus World areas. In sort of the middle of each world, there's an island in sort of the middle of a lake in each of the border worlds, and there's just a bunch of Quaggan guys running in a circle on it.
Woohoo! So, do these vendors all sell everything basically? Their own version of everything, so their shields, swords,
Yeah.
rifles,
They'll have a type of everything. So whatever whatever class you are.
Type of everything.
Yeah, whatever class you are, there will be gear there for you.
Yeah. What a battle! Such bravery, spoils for the victors.
Such spoils for the victors. You have to use the Skyrim voice. So this Nord chap here is selling Orion stuff. It kind of makes me wish I actually knew more about the game, because would probably know what Orion means.
Start.
But
We'll get clued up as we go on, I guess. The more you know.
oh, I just realised that I think this is actually a woman we're talking to here. That's kind of awkward. So now I've just been exploring the
Hello,
walls.
I am the ward, not woman.
And I found this Sylvari lady, who is the sheriff, apparently.
Who's been expecting you?
I always find it funny when you see Sylvari characters who are put in charge in like military positions, because they are basically vegetables when you get down to the nitty gritty. Yes. So it's like having a broccoli as your captain.
Ranger.
Yeah, you want to be a ranger, don't you? I'm not sure what class I'll have for my Sylvari. I'm thinking maybe necromancer or possibly elementalist, just because I like the idea of a plant person using fire magic.
Oh dear, but, the irony.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else of interest in this tower. I think I might just actually... Is there anything?
Yeah.
No, there's just a couple of people. So, here's a lady I must have missed down by the fountain in Lion's Arch, and she just actually tells you about the fountain. So...
Very interesting. As each new race
the fountain's pretty cool, actually. So there you go, the Char sculpted the lion.
It's nice to have a bit of background on the fountain.
Yeah.
The Char, yeah.
So, every race in Lion's Arch has apparently added something to it. I want to know what the Quaggons added to it, because they're the best thing in the damn game. And
so added the water.
That would make sense. And so... Now I'm talking to this rather scary looking Char guy who's with the Vigil, I think he's with. Yeah, he's the Vigil liaison for the Lion Guard. So, which of the 3 joinable factions do you think you're going to be interested in then?
I have no idea. Probably the sneaky spy people, or maybe...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because there's the Vigil who are like the fighty chaps. The Priory, who are basically a bunch of librarians, and then the Order of Whispers, who have A, the coolest name, B, the coolest uniforms, and C, the coolest sort of theme. So,
yeah,
I probably won't join them with this character, because this is a Char engineer, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
I'll probably join the Vigil with my Guardian, my non-Guardian.
Anyway, so that's the end of our coverage of Lion's Arch. So we've still got, well, we don't really have any more footage from the beta weekends to cover, but there's beta weekends coming, so...
And we will have more footage.
We will hopefully have more footage, yes. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.